Hi everyone and welcome to Pound Zero. I'm Amelia and this is my weight loss journey. Of course today is Sunday, so it is the weekly weigh-in video that I always look forward to making, good or bad for that matter. But let's start out this week by seeing how far I've come. In terms of those pair of jeans, I can already see the progress that I'm making in my weight loss journey, even though it is slow going and probably slower than I would like, considering I haven't been entirely strict in my regimen from the beginning of the year. Any progress is good progress, I say. So with that in mind, let's get onto the scales. Just to recap, when I started my weight loss journey at the beginning of this year, January 2017, I weighed in at 120 kilos or 264.5 pounds. Last week's weigh-in, I came in at 111.5 kilos or 245 pounds. That Sunday though, I did eat quite poorly and actually managed to rack up a whole bunch of kilos between then and Monday, which was not entirely unexpected, but probably set me on a worse path for the following week, where I am still undertaking a fairly strict diet regime. So after the last 7 days of being on the 7-day cabbage soup diet, of which you are going to get the daily diary tomorrow, Monday video, daily diary. Today I weighed in at 109.4 kilos or 241.5 pounds. And of course that means I've actually reached my first mini goal of 110. Well, I've gone past it. I can't argue with that. It's like, I'm very excited. Of course, I do need to reward myself because that's the whole point of mini goals, really, is to get there and then reward yourself with something. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to get for myself. It's not going to be food related. But if anyone out there has any fabulous ideas of what I could splurge on myself to reward myself for reaching my first mini goal, feel free to put a comment down below. Rewards are important, but you don't want to undo everything that you've done. So any ideas, I'm happy to hear them. So of course this means this week, being on this fantabulous diet, and noting that I did put on kilos before starting the diet, I actually lost 2.1 kilos this week. The tell will be whether how much of that is water weight over the course of the next week, but I will most certainly keep you all posted. I'm really looking forward to getting back to normal food though, but trust me, it's been tough. Really, really tough. And that means that my loss this year in total is 10.6 kilos or 23.3 pounds. So I've hit my 10 kilo mark for this year. So the next, of course, mini goal is going to be 100 kilos, of which I am now 9.4 kilos away from. But of course, the scales are not the only way of measuring weight loss when there's exercise involved, and of course if you do a lot of weight training, which is equally as important as cardio in your weight loss journey. Measurements and BMI are also other ways to assess how far you've come. So I'm just going to scroll up the screen now with what my measurements are, and what they were and what they are. So there has been quite a bit of change, and I'll just run through them very quickly. So at the beginning of the year, my neck was 44 centimeters. Today it's 44 centimeters or 32 inches. Not a big difference. My bust was 133 centimeters or 52 inches. Today I measured in at 128.5 centimeters or 50.5 inches. It's getting smaller. Not that my husband's pleased. With his leave that to something else. My waist came in at 121.5 centimeters or 47 at the beginning of the year. Today it is 120.5 or 47 inches. So I've lost an entire centimeter off my waist. It doesn't sound like much, but trust me, I'm excited. My hips were 127 centimeters at the beginning of the year or 50 inches. Today they are 125.5 centimeters or 49.4 inches. My thighs at the beginning of the year were, or one of them anyway, was 73.5 centimeters or 28.9 inches. And today it is 61.5 centimeters or 24.2 inches. Definitely big change. My biceps, however, like my neck, haven't changed. That's a bit odd. They're currently sitting at 37 centimeters or 14.5 inches. And of course, then there is the BMI, which at the beginning of the year I was 36.1, and today my BMI sits at 32.7, and of course it's still in the obese range, but it is coming down to that normal range. I think 28 is where I hit the top of the normal range, so I'm actually not that far off BMI wise. I think it's 28, could be 26. Happy to be corrected. But that is my weight loss to date. That's it for me for another week as I continue on my weight loss journey. Of course, tomorrow I will be loading up the video diary and giving you my final thoughts on the 7-day cabbage soup diet, which has done quite well. That said, we're still not entirely clear on whether it is water weight or actual weight. Over the course of the next week, we'll determine that and I will feed back next week. If you're new here, welcome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Links are in the description below. Twitter, I throw up anything I find useful, I find on my weight loss journey, including little motivational pieces in the hopes that it might help somebody else along the way. On Instagram, I just throw up all the fun bits that I have along my weight loss journey, food, exercise, all that jazz. Until next time, be healthy and be good to each other. Bye! Rewarding yourself is equally as important, but you don't want to reward yourself in a way that's going to undo all the good damage that you've done. What am I doing? Ugh. One thing I wanted to do was share with you something that I can't remember. No. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh. Let's go today. Oh.